right there. So it's underneath here. So I dug up the thing. And this thing. And I'm gonna turn on the water. See what happens. It's over here. Clean this off to look at it more, and I see there's an easier connection here. I'll turn the water on and I'll use the leak to loosen and put the new one in. I know what to do. I'll attach it to here somehow and I'll slip it through and I'll reconnect it over here. Well, I was successful, and we just happened to have a piece of hose in the garage. It was exactly the right length. I connected it to that end and then I pulled it through. And now I just have to connect these to the ends again. There's the culprit right there. That little slit. Son of a gun. Okay. I think it's fixed. Look at that. There's a leak in that elbow. That T-valve. Now that I fixed this leak, there's a leak here. So, I don't have a new one of those. Whoa! Something just popped. Now that just popped open. I fixed that. Let's see if that holds. I don't know if I did it right. There's a pinhole right here. I think the water pressure is 80 here, so we need a pressure regulator on this outdoor faucet too. I took a piece of pipe and cut it so that is not blowing out anymore, but now this one is blowing out. I have an elbow, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's hot. I had to let everything dry, so I'm gonna do this later. I should probably check all of them because I'm sure there's more that are gonna blow out. Once you fix one, they'll break. I got some, they sell these in packets of 4, so I bought extras. They were not expensive. That way in the future, we got some parts. I also found these really cool things. They, you put them on the ends. So they're called flush valves. So when you want to flush out, when you work on the pipes, you can flush out all the debris. So I'm putting these on both this end and the end way out in the other side. All right, I fixed that one. And I had to add a little piece because it got too, because there was this huge, this whole thing had to come out. And so I had to add a piece. Glad I bought that extra tubing. Now I'm gonna cut this one off. Put this on. Ta-da! Okay, now let's see. Water is coming out in the right places. Uh-oh. I see something happening over there. Might just be the KY jelly. It was leaking at first, but now it's not. I think the KY jelly just had to be removed by the water. And now we can take this plug out and let the water pop out to clear out the line. So this one has a cap on the end. So this one can be unscrewed. You can put a hose bib on the end of that and use your water as a hose if you wanted, which is nice. So I'm not going to change that. I'll leave that one now. I'll save this for something else later. Actually, I think I can use it at the end of there. This one also has a cap that I can unscrew. So I'm going to unscrew these, let them flush out. Okay, I flushed out and recapped those. Now I'm just going to do another leak test. Well, while I was letting the system run a little bit, because it's not been running for a few days, that popped off. So I'm gonna have to put that one on again. I think the water pressure is just too high. I made sure that I only turned the dial a tiny bit so it's not full pressure, but I'm not sure that that really helps. But it's possible I didn't cut it perfectly straight. See how it's a little crooked? If it pops off again, I'll recut it. It's possible that that hose is just too old and it's not good. Might have to replace that little piece right there. But I don't want to. Make sure and set this back to auto. Yay! That was fun. Ah, that's so much better. These bushes need to be trimmed. Oh. I'll tackle the bushes another day.